This car isn't about needs, it's about wants and desires. It's the ultimate of everything.
The Cadillac 16 is the most expensive car money can't buy. This prototype concept car has been developed by General Motors and is the only one in the world. It is literally priceless.
With this vehicle, we wanted it to be the ultimate Cadillac, to be the ultimate aspirational luxury sedan. Every part of this vehicle, inside and out, is about the beauty of engineering and the excitement of design.
Of course, it's difficult for a guy like me to figure out what somebody that's a millionaire might want for a car, but this is a car you want to be able to pull up at Pebble Beach in 20 years and still have everybody's jaw drop.
The design team were heavily influenced by the shape of the original Cadillac 16 from the 1930s.
The classic vehicles of the 30s were all about proportion.
The low roof line, the high belt line, and the extremely long hood. And of course, the way the hood's open from the center is a cue that we pulled from the past.
We wanted to create this long dashed axle. We wanted to have the cabin, slid back to the rear. We wanted to have just the right attitude to the vehicle. We wanted, the way the forms accelerate off the front, and then it dives to the rear, sort of in a classical, sort of solution. But at the same time, the car's got a nice attitude to it, so there's a lot of visual energy to it.
While the car really, as a whole, is a piece of rolling sculpture.
Every aspect of the 16 is handmade and hand-finished. The dials, the wheel center caps, and every Cadillac emblem on the vehicle are all specially carved leaded crystal. And amazingly, for a one-off concept car, it has the ultimate in dashboard extravagance: a jeweled Bulgari clock.
One notable feature on the side of the car is the fact that it's a pillarless hardtop, frameless glass, no B-pillar. So when the windows are down, you get one continuous opening. Even the side view mirror, we spent hours and hours designing this thing and detailing. And there's also the subliminal V there for the V16. Even the paint on this car, 20 coats of paint to achieve this finish. There's a black base coat and 20 coats of very thin pearl to give you this depth and read with the bright and the dark. I'd say just the price of a paint job like this alone is somewhere in the $50,000 to $60,000 range.
The CAD 16 is 18.5 feet long and weighs 5,000 pounds. It has a 16-cylinder engine that generates 1,000 horsepower. The enormous engine is not just an exercise in extravagance. It features revolutionary new technology to reduce fuel consumption and lower emissions.
While this engine is quite large in displacement, it institutes a new technology that GM's developed called displacement on demand. It can selectively shut down cylinders. It can run on 4, 8, or 16 cylinders, depending on how far you push the accelerator pedal. And I think today's customer, even somebody that's buying a car as extravagant as this, would like to be somewhat conscious of the environment and fuel usage.
For the design team, it was a dream project.
There's nothing better than working on a concept car like this. I'll probably never have another one like this come along.
I think it's one of the most exciting vehicles that's ever been done, and to have been involved with with this is just, well, it is a dream come true. But my whole career has been a dream come true. Working in this industry, designing vehicles, and one of the last vehicles like this, what more could you ask for? I would love to have this car, and I would love to be able to drive this car. You could arrive anywhere in the world with this car, and it would just shout you know, the ultimate luxury sedan.
This is the Saleen S7, an automobile that brings race car technology to the street.
The S7 is the closest car that has ever been to a full-out race car that's ever been legally put on the street, and probably will be the closest thing for quite a long time.
It is the brainchild of independent car manufacturer Steve Saleen.
You know, everyone from a schoolboy on up at one point in time probably has fantasized about designing their own supercar and then actually having the opportunity to build it, let alone drive it as we are today. It obviously is very gratifying for me personally and for us as a company.
When Steve Saleen decided to create the S7, he looked to his favorite supercars for inspiration.
We looked at a lot of various designs over the years from Ferrari, and especially the McLaren F1 being kind of the ultimate. We started with a clean sheet of paper. One of the criteria was no compromise on any performance aspect. So that meant acceleration, cornering, braking, aerodynamics.
One goal was to bring race car technology to a street vehicle.
We brought in quite a bit of aerodynamics for a street car that have never ever been seen before on production street car. Very small cockpit area. The car's very, very low. It's only 41 inches tall. One of its major unique features that no other real street car has really done before is the car is 100% flat on the bottom. There's a complete flat carbon floor that fills in from front to back. The only places that aren't flat are in the rear. You can see we have a rear diffuser, and in the front we have our front diffusers. And a diffuser is made to take the air that comes under the bottom of the car and accelerate it. As it accelerates it, it causes a low pressure zone, and that's what helps actually pull the car down to the ground. And it gives us an aerodynamic edge on any car that's ever been built for street production ever.
Nothing about the design was left to chance.
Even though this is a super exclusive, ultra exotic, very fast car, we try to make it so you can drive it every day. We even went through the McDonald's drive-through test, ordered a number 3 quarter-pounder, and then supersized it, and we could actually get the whole cup and everything through the window.
The whole car is hand-built in the Californian factory. The chassis is constructed from chrome alloy steel and the body shell from special carbon fiber developed in the aerospace industry. The body shell alone costs $100,000.
As we were designing the S7, one of our big areas that we wanted to hit was lightweight and strength, to try and get the best of both worlds into an area that no one had ever done before.
This combination of aerodynamics, strength, and lightness creates a rather unique capability.
This car has more downforce than any other car that's ever been built for the street. This car is capable of driving upside down. If it's at the correct speed, it will literally make its own weight and downforce.